not only is being uncomfortable essential to make anything positive happen in your life, because you have to be uncomfortable to actually grow, build muscle, shift, change. You have to change your comfort zone. So the practice I use on this one is what I call daily discomfort. And I actually consciously look at my calendar and I will consciously pick something and do it. And I know it will make me uncomfortable. So a good example for me is when I have to call someone I totally don't know, or I'm trying to market for new work, or have to return a phone call for someone that I don't really want to do the phone call, or I'm avoiding something. I look and go, woohoo, this is my opportunity, daily discomfort, pick up the phone, go get yourself to be uncomfortable. So doing it once a day, what it does is we have kind of a comfort zone that sits right about here. Oops, can't see my stomach, but it sits right about in your pit. But as you get used to being comfortable, being uncomfortable, your zone of being able to take action, not just around making your own self uncomfortable, but pushing other people, gets larger and larger. I have another exercise that I also love to do because it makes me uncomfortable. And I've been practicing this one for probably 6 to 9 months now. So I'm going to give it to you too. And you have a brilliant excuse in that you can do this exercise and tell people it's part of my homework for this course I'm taking on idea leadership. But what I do is I ask total strangers to take selfies with me. And I actually save them. So you can see this is just, I have a huge collection of selfies on my phone. But literally these are people I meet, whether I'm out shopping, I've got some of lots of Starbucks employees or other things, but when I feel like I'm really sitting in my comfort zone and I'm not pushing myself out and I'm not connecting, especially when I'm starting to feel really grumpy about the human race or grumpy about how people are supporting me and I notice my face is starting to do this, this is a really quick way to shift yourself. Literally, you can walk up to a total stranger and be like, you know what, I'm working on this huge, big idea. Part of it's my practice is to just connect with people and break through around building relationships. Would you take a selfie with me? Right? And you can get amazing selfies from amazing people all over the world. I've done this in airports. I've done this in bathrooms. I've done this in training seminars. I've done this in hotels. You name it. You can take a selfie about anywhere. And it will make you uncomfortable initially, and then you're going to make connections with some of the most amazing people who you will actually, in a lot of cases, stay in contact with because you're going to start a conversation and shift your space. The bonus benefit out of the selfie exercise, because we're going to talk about it again in about 3 sessions, is connection. Because in the bonus session I'm going to do on leadership, one of the powerful things that leaders can do and they do instantly is they emotionally connect to anyone and everyone instantaneously. And for ideas, that's essential also, and I want to teach you guys how to do that. All right. Here's another little trick our body plays on us. Anytime you're procrastinating, have a little thing go off in your head and go, I'm avoiding being uncomfortable. So procrastination is our body's protective mechanism to not have us be uncomfortable. So I want to give you a little bonus practice around procrastination because it's another way to make yourself uncomfortable, grow your creative space. But there's a practice that Mark Twain, a famous author in the United States, came up with called swallow the frog. And lots of people teach it all over the world. I love this practice. I do it myself. But before 10 a.m. every day, I look at things that I'm procrastinating, and I do them first thing before I allow myself to start anything else in the day. So front load your day with things you're procrastinating. And I promise you, again, it's going to increase your comfort zone, and you are going to have huge breakthroughs. The other thing that I do with this practice, because not everything happens at 10 a.m. that you procrastinate, is the minute I tell myself, I'm going to procrastinate something that I've put on my Outlook calendar, I literally look at the thing and say, okay, Elizabeth, you're allowed to procrastinate it, but only after you take 5 minutes of action. So what that forces me to do is move on it. And at least I move 5 minutes on it. And the amazing thing is, most things on my calendar, if I can move 5 minutes, I probably get it done in 15, and the hour that I'd set aside is saved because of my avoiding my habit of procrastination. So try this one on. You're going to have a lot of fun with it, and you can just print out this slide, this little picture, put it on your thing, and just remind yourself every morning, swallow that frog.